Football game featuring Dedham High versus Weymouth High.
From Westwood High School, Weymouth Community Access brings you high school football action as the Wildcats of Weymouth High take on the Marauders of Dedham. Good evening, everyone. I'm Mark Ducharme, call your play-by-play as the Wildcats, coming off a win over Needham 26-0, take on Dedham, which is coming off a loss at the hands of Walpole. So the Wildcats looking to improve their record to 5-0 in the season as they take on the Marauders. Opening kickoff in just a moment. About set to go on a very windy afternoon here at Westwood High School. And if you're wondering why this game is over at Westwood and not at Dedham, Dedham's field being renovated, and Westwood has been gracious enough to allow the Marauders.
Weymouth has won the coin toss and will receive the kickoff.
Weymouth will get the opening kickoff. Michael Ryan to kick off for the Marauders in the crimson and in silver. Ozzy Colarusso along with Dylan Colarusso await the kick. Wind blowing crossfield here at Westwood High School towards the Weymouth bench as Michael Ryan waits the signal. And it's an onside kick attempt, and Dedham gambling right away, and Weymouth falling on it. Patrick Murphy had it in his hands, and let's see who comes up for it for the Wildcats. As Sean Murphy comes up with the football in Weymouth. As Dedham, coming off 3 straight losses, trying to come out with a and gamble as the Weymouth offense. Mitch Temple in his second year as a starting quarterback. Dylan Colarusso coming in, 590 yards on the season. Rob Barris in front of him. Counter. Colarusso slides into Dedham territory
Dylan Colarusso
as he is brought down by Brian Hummel. Now the Marauders, Michael Ryan wasn't a squib kick. He made no intentions of making it a squib kick. That was a straight out onside kick attempt to start the game. 2nd and 7 for the Wildcats, just into Dedham territory. And Sean Wally and Karee Bailey-Smith, the receivers, and a veteran offensive line for the Wildcats as Jesse Toomey in motion. Colarusso cuts back. Colarusso flagged down, and this run for a first down may be coming back.
Colarusso with the carry.
Lee Hutchins, our referee, will discuss it with Dedham. Holding on Weymouth. Well, what hurts in that play is the Wildcats, Dylan Colarusso picking up the first down. Instead, it's 2nd and 16. First possession of the game, Temple to throw. His first pass on the bootleg. Complete. Karee Bailey-Smith run out of bounds at the 48 as Brian Coakley takes him out of bounds, but the Wildcats get the yardage lost on the penalty, +1, and it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Wildcats. And the traveling red with the maroon pants, maroon numerals. Third and 6. Toomey lined up in the slot. Temple, play action will keep. Mitch cuts it upfield. He's going to be close. And depending upon the spot,
Temple with the carry.
He will be
tripped up by number 13, Brian Hummel.
Tripped up just short of the first down as Brian Hummel on the tackle. It'll be 4th down and about a foot for a first down as Weymouth at the Dedham 43. Temple just turned the ball upfield. Either Colarusso or Barris if the Wildcats do run the football. It is Colarusso, first down and more. Dylan down to the 35-yard line as he needed about a foot. He gets about 7. So the Wildcats keep the possession alive as Dylan Colarusso with 2 carries so far for 10 yards, and he gets the first down to the 36. So Weymouth overcomes the holding penalty. And does get the first down. Temple looking. Deep fade for Kareem Bailey-Smith, gets tangled up with the Dedham defensive back as Brendan Gassler on the coverage. Well, Kareem Bailey-Smith, an excellent athlete, great high jumper, great basketball player. Ed Gassler, where he wanted him, but getting tangled up. Temple tries to run the option, keeps, and we'll get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 18, Mike Ryan.
As Mike Ryan brought him down, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Third and 10 at the Dedham 36.
About 10.
Now, gusting wind, as we said, going crossfield here at Westwood High School, and once again, Dedham having their field renovated. That's why we're here at Westwood. That's where Dedham will play their home games this year. Great catch at the 30-yard line by Sean Wally. As Sean Wally on the Temple pass sets up a 4th and about 4, and Weymouth will go for it at the Dedham 30. They've already got a first down on a 4th down play, and now they'll take a timeout. Just on the way here at Westwood High School, we're scoreless. We'll give you an indication of how the wind is here at Westwood High School, blowing across the field. 4th and just about 4 for a first down. Colarusso trying to wedge his way through, and second effort. It is going to depend upon the spot of the football.
Colarusso with the carry once again.
And let's see if it is the old cliche, the left foot, right foot routine. And we could have a measurement. It is very close. Dylan Colarusso's second effort. As he followed Anthony Garasino and Joe DeCesare. And we're going to get the measurement. It is close, because it had to be to just about the 26. And one of the things as far as measuring goes today, got to hold the football. Dedham holds
takes over on downs. First
by
and 10, Dedham.
Matter of a foot. The Colarusso just missing getting the first down in the Marauders' first possession. They run the spread offense. Dan O'Connor, the quarterback. There's 2 people in motion. There's Mikhail Hill.
Brian Coakley with the carry.
As gave off to Brian Coakley and gets it about 2-3 yards. It looked like 2 people had gone in motion on the play. Hill coming across the formation, and then Coakley looked like he started a little too quickly. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Marauders. As O'Connor and the Marauders have been running the spread. Inside handoff and a first down run to about the 38-yard line.
Taken down by number 1.
As Shane Lowe gets it out to the 38 and a first down as Kareem Bailey-Smith on the stop. Weymouth defense. As the inside linebackers, Patrick Murphy and Rob Barris, have had very strong years. And there's motion on the Marauders that time. Well, Dan O'Connor and the Marauders with a 1st and 15. Again, it's Lowe trying to bounce it outside. McLevich stops him. Barris helps out. And Lowe just kept fighting his way as he gets about a yard on the play. That's one of the tougher 1-yard gains. As Joe DeCesare, Jesse Toomey, Jay Serafini, and Ralph Toy up front. Patrick Murphy, Rob Barris, the inside backers. Dylan Colarusso, Cam McLevich, the outside linebackers. Cornerbacks are Ozzie Colarusso, Ryan Hennessy, and free safety is Corey Bailey Smith. O'Connor's first pass on the out, and Hill doesn't hang on. Hennessy came up in coverage, and it was dropped by Hill.
Incomplete.
3rd down for the Marauders after 34. Their first possession of the game. 15 to go. Hill coming in motion, making it 3 receivers to the near side. O'Connor, Toomey in his face. O'Connor will not get it away. Garacino, along with McLevich, or check it, Ralph Toy, makes the stop. And the Wildcat defense, after giving up a 1st down, will force Dedham the punt. And Shane Lowe will be kicking it away for the Marauders. Ozzie Colarusso will drop back. And the Wildcats come and block another punt. Toy or Barris got it. And Lowe, just a smart thing, punches it out of the end zone. 2-0 Weymouth.
Punt is blocked by number 44, Rob Barris.
Barris is getting credit, but Ralph Toy was also there, but Barris has got a couple of blocked punts so far this year. 4:25 to go, opening period, and the Wildcats record their first safety of the season. Now Mike Ryan began the game with an onside kick. He will be punting here as the Wildcats, Ozzie Colarusso, it's a live ball, and it will go out of bounds. And
Mike Ryan's free kick goes out of the bounds.
Let's see what the Weymouth decision will be. Steve Hall and Ozzie Colarusso await the kick. That will be taken by Mike Ryan again. This time he will have to get it off from his 15-yard line. And with the wind the way it is, it's an interesting call, and it's a short kick. Colarusso, right up the middle. Colarusso spinning free, and a fumble. Dedham comes up with it.
Dedham recovers the fumble.
Shane Pinkham comes up with a football.
1st and 10 on the 42.
As Colarusso lost the football after he got the middle for about 22 yards. And the Marauders will get the football back. This time they will have it almost just where they just ended up kicking the ball away. At the 37, they ended up in their first possession, kicking it from their 32. Low inside handoff. Gets about 4 on the play. Barris and Ralph Toy on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up. Now the Wildcats were the first turnover of the game. O'Connor over the middle. Corey Bailey Smith with his 3rd interception of the season and has the near sidelines, but he will be cut down
O'Connor's pass is intercepted.
As Brian Coakley brings him down.
To the Dedham 40-yard line.
As Corey Bailey-Smith and Weymouth now with, as a team, their 10th pass interception of the season. And we'll have it at the Marauder 41. So Dedham gives the ball back to Weymouth. And Weymouth in excellent field position. As 2-0 Weymouth. Ralph Toy and Rod Barris right up the middle on the block punt. That Shane Lowe, the Dedham punter, just punched out of the end zone to make sure that Weymouth didn't fall on it. Dylan Colarusso trying to shake Shane Lowe, and he gets it to the 34 for 7 yards. Shane Lowe just got him by the ankle and held on.
By number 35, Shane Lowe.
Lowe was going to make sure that he did not let go of Colarusso's ankle. 2nd and 3 coming up. Weymouth first possession, they get 1 first down and came close to a second, just missing on a 4th down play. As they just kept with what they've done so far this year. Colarusso successfully running the ball, fumbles it. Dedham gets it right back. Shane Lowe will end up with it.
Shane Lowe with the strip and the recovery. Once again, Dedham first.
2nd turnover for the Wildcats here in this opening period. All the Marauders at the 31. Lowe, too many people around them, and still manages to find a way to cut it back for
Shane
about
Lowe
2.
Tackled by number 75, Joe DeCesare.
Joe DeCesare brings him down after about a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. DeCesare had 6 tackles last week against Needham. Now, rarity for the Wildcats. 2 turnovers in the game for a team that, as far as the plus-minus go, was way over in the plus area in procedure on the Marauders.
Illegal procedure on Dedham.
1:30 left in the first period. And Weymouth with a 2-0 lead. Fake to Brian Coakley, zapped over the middle and dropped. As the
pass intended for number 11,
Brian Hummel
broken up by number 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
Got hit. Ozzie Colarusso and Corey Bailey in the area on a little flip over the middle to Brian Hummel, get his hands on it. 3rd and about 14 yards to go. On the reverse pass, Bailey gets a 2nd interception. Corey Bailey-Smith will not be touched. Touchdown, Corey Bailey-Smith.
Mikhail Hill's pass is intercepted.
As Mikhail Hill
Smith returned for a Weymouth touchdown.
On the gadget play, just threw it right to Corey Bailey-Smith. And Bailey-Smith gets his 2nd touchdown on a pass interception return this year. Mitch Barney will be going for the point after. Kevin White injured, the regular Weymouth kicker. And senior Mitch Barney gets his first varsity point.
Mitch Barney's kick is good.
And the Wildcats take a 9-0 lead.
9-0 Weymouth.
With 1:02 to go in the first period. Now for the Weymouth defense. The 3rd time they have returned an interception for a touchdown as Mitch Barney's kick. As Jesse Toomey on special teams.
Barney's kickoff returned by number 7, Mikhail Hill.
As Mikhail Hill with the return. Steve Bransfield also in on the tackle. 1st and 10, the Marauders. They've seemingly been stuck between their 30 and their 40 here in this first period. And this is going to be their 4th possession of this quarter. After stopping Weymouth on their 4th down play at their 26, they've had their 32, their 37, and now their 36 as far as their possessions here in this opening quarter. And the Weymouth defense and special teams giving the Wildcats a 9-0 lead. O'Connor, the low on the inside handoff. And the Wildcat defense, Jesse Toomey.
Shane Lowe with a short carry.
With help from Jay Serafini. In on the tackle. Toomey stacked it up. Serafini came from the other side and made the tackle. And the Wildcats have been able on first down plays, for the most part, to slow Dedham down, not allow them much. And what could be the final play of this opening period. And again, procedure on the Marauders. They're just shooting themselves in the foot. Their 3rd procedure penalty of this period. Let's see if the Marauders run the play. Now it's 12 seconds and counting, and O'Connor heads back to the huddle. I doubt they get it off. And after 1 period of play, Weymouth 9, Dedham nothing. You're watching Weymouth High Football and Weymouth Community Access. Nine to nothing Weymouth after a period. Story of the first period where each team with 2 turnovers, but Weymouth turned one of those into a Curry Bailey 40-yard pass interception return. As O'Connor on the out completes it. McLevich and Ozzie Colarusso throw
O'Connor's pass is complete.
Nick Gray out of bounds.
Brennan Gassler.
Or Brennan Gassler out of bounds.
9,
As McLevich and Colarusso right there. And it'd be 3rd and about 5 for Dedham at their 42-yard line. Still go right to left here in the second period, and now the wind, it's been more of a crosswind, now blowing at the back of Dedham. Up here in the top part of the booth, it's blowing at our back, and then on the flag across field is on the swing, and that could, let's see if that's a lateral. Lowe played it.
Live ball's covered up by
And
Shane
it
Lowe.
is considered a lateral, and ends up losing 11. Lowe just had a tough pass to handle. He had to go over the wrong shoulder, and Shane Lowe will be kicking for the 2nd time. His first kick was blocked by Weymouth. And Ozzie Colarusso, the lone Weymouth return man. And the Wildcats nearly got a piece of it. Lowe, short kick, just across midfield. Weymouth at their 45-yard line will have the football.
45-yard line of Weymouth. 1st and 10 Weymouth.
Dedham playing here at Westwood High for the season while the field is renovated. Now Weymouth last time turned the ball over, and he briefly had the football. Colarusso has trouble with a handoff as Ozzie just dropped it and cannot get back to the line of scrimmage.
Colarusso with the carry, taken down by number 18, Mike Ryan.
There's Nick Rumig and Mike Ryan in on the tackle, but Colarusso on the Temple handoff. And it's 3 fumbles for the Wildcats here in this first half. They have lost 2, and that one Colarusso quickly picked up. Dylan Colarusso puts the head down. Dylan Colarusso gets free. Dylan Colarusso with Shane Lowe on his back will carry. And Colarusso just carries him for about 15 yards
big gain,
and turns the play into a 29-yard run to the Dedham 26 and a first down. Dylan Colarusso looked like he was going to be stopped by Mikhail Hill, and he just shed him. And then Lowe tried to bring him down, and Lowe couldn't bring him down. So the Wildcats get the ball to the Dedham 26 in the first period and ended up coming up short in the drive. Now have a first down and 10, and Temple looking to throw for Corey Bailey Smith, and it was not going to be there. As Smith looked to the inside shoulder, the pass was to the outside shoulder and short. Temple and the Wildcats have a second down and 10 to situation. Inside handoff, Colarusso cuts it back. Gets through Hill and nearly got through another Dedham tackler, Nick Romig, as he brought it down
with the carry,
to
taken down by number 7,
nearly a first
Smith.
down at the 16. 3rd and inches. It's Mikhail Hill.
It'll be 3rd and short.
Trying to slow him down, and Dedham goes to a goal line defense. Temple, the throw to the corner of the end zone. Smith can't hang on as Weymouth decided to take a chance.
Pass intended for Bailey Smith is incomplete.
As it'll be 4th and inches. That's what the Wildcats need on 4th down. Well, feeling was that Dedham bringing in a goal line defense, throw over it, get the touchdown. Colarusso, first down. Colarusso sheds low, touchdown. Dylan Colarusso had 2 big runs on this drive.
Number 40, Dylan Colarusso.
And Colarusso with his 10th touchdown of the season. As Mitch Barney will field the snap that went through Temple's hands, and it will be 15-0 Weymouth. Temple then handled the snap.
15-0.
Weymouth 15, Dedham nothing. You're watching Weymouth High Football on Weymouth Community Access. Mitch Barney tried to run after the bad snap. Will squib it. Hill trying to find the seam, comes to the near sidelines. Hill has a couple of white shirts waiting for him. Ozzie Colarusso will make the tackle.
1st and 10.
Mitch Barney also in the area, but Colarusso makes the tackle, and the Marauders will have it basically where they have had it for most of the first half, between the 30 and 40-yard line. So the Wildcats go on a 55-yard drive to bump the lead to 15-0. Here's Dylan Colarusso with a 15-yard touchdown run. Inside handoff, Lowe trying to bounce free, and Lowe gets stood up at the line of scrimmage by Jay Serafini.
Shane Lowe with the carry, taken down by number 79, Jay Serafini.
Yeah, Serafini. And the Wildcats hold Low to no gain, 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, the Wildcats have had a block punt for a safety. Corey Bailey Smith pass interception for a touchdown, and a Dylan Colarusso touchdown run. That's why they lead 15-0. O'Connor. Pressure from Jesse Toomey. Toomey won't let go of him. Forces the fumble. Will Dedham fall on it, and they do.
Kyle Downing with the fumble recovery.
As Kyle Downing, the right tackle, makes the recovery. 6:43 and counting left in the second period. You get one person down below who has critiqued everything that the Dedham coaching staff has done, and it's been unbelievable. The fact is Gassler makes the catch. McClevich makes the tackle way short of a first down. And it'll be about a 10-yard gain. And the Marauders will be kicking it away from their own 37-yard line. But it's been a lot of criticism. And the fact is the Wildcats are just winning the battle at the line of scrimmage. And Shane Lowe to be kicking for the third time in this game. And he tries the rugby kicking away from Rob Barris, who nearly got a piece of it. At the Weymouth 32.
33-yard line of Weymouth.
15-0 Weymouth. As Weymouth went 55 yards on their last possession for a touchdown. Dylan Colarusso run. And a great 29-yard run, and then the 16-yard run to finish off the drive. Barris inside, has a seam. Barris looking for one more block. Tripped up by Brian Coakley, but not before Rob Barris gets a first down to the 46.
Number 1, Brian Coakley with the tackle.
14 yards for Rob Barris, and a first down. As the senior fullback linebacker. He's had a great start to the 2010 season. Again, Barris won't get a first down run, but he will get it out to near midfield.
Once again, Barris
and
with
about
a
a
taken down
second
by
and 6 situation coming up. 7 situation. They'll give Barris the 49.
Second and 7.
You know, the Wildcats, the trademark has been running the football, but they can also have shown that they can throw the football when they need to. Play action Temple. As Temple under pressure, and he just gets fortunate that that wasn't picked off. He had somebody draped around his ankles.
Temple's pass is
and Mike Ryan should have had an interception, and if he didn't get it, Shane Lowe should have had it. Mitch Temple. Somebody out of his ankles tried to throw the football. And was fortunate that that was not picked off. And the best part of it, if you were Dedham, the far sidelines were wide open. As McClevich sets up into the near side tight end. Colarusso gets a first down. He might get a touchdown. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Dylan Colarusso.
Number 40.
51 yards for Dylan Colarusso, his second touchdown of the game. And Mitch Barney with a new holder. Ralph Toy blasted through. Or check it, Mitch Temple did hold. 22-0 Weymouth as they score for the second straight time. Second straight possession in this game. Mitch Barney on the Wildcat kickoff team as he gets a kick that goes on the squib out of bounds after the 68-yard drive, and somebody just went.
Barney's kick goes out of bounds about the 24-yard line.
Man doing the down marker. All of a sudden, whoops, here it is. Almost got knocked over. As Mitch Barney. And the Wildcats. 2 successive scoring drives, 55 and 68 yards, and having a good second quarter as the squib kick down the middle As it's taken out to the 41 by Shane Lowe. That's where Dedham will have it. 4:07 to go here in the first half as Lowe and the Marauders have the ball at their own 41. Well, it was a ragged first quarter, both teams with 2 turnovers each, but the Wildcats have taken control here in the second quarter. Coakley in motion, inside it is Lowe, getting free for a moment, but Barris, after overrunning the play, gets help in bringing down Lowe at about 6-yard gain. Jesse Toomey also there.
On Weymouth.
And Tim Harrington in on the tackle as well. And since Dedham's first possession, maybe it is their best first down play that they have had. Second and a long 5. As Hill coming around on the slide sweep, and McLevich just got grabbed. McLevich was mugged in the middle of the play. You could hear the Weymouth coaches to my left. They were screaming. It's Corey Bailey-Smith on the tackle, but there was no question about the hold.
Flag in the play.
McLevich, a Dedham player, just had 2 hands on his jersey.
Call is holding on Dedham.
And it will wipe out the first down run. Weymouth, with 3 different ways they have scored in this game. The ball moved back to the 36, setting up 2nd and 16. But they have had a punt block for a safety, a pass interception return for a touchdown by Corey Bailey-Smith. And they had 2 touchdown runs by Dylan Colarusso here in this first half. Lowe trying to bowl his way through the middle. Barris and Toy and McLevich all there to make the stop. Patrick Murphy.
Taken down by number 44, Ross Barris.
Weymouth just swarming to the ball on that play. It'll be 3rd and 10 to go for the Marauders. Talk about a tough stretch. In the first 5 games, they've had Natick, Walpole, and Weymouth in the first 5 games. O'Connor, pressure, gets it to Coakley, and he'll be bumped out of bounds by Ryan Hennessy, short of the first down.
Pass is complete to
Patrick
1,
Murphy also in the area.
4th and short for Dedham.
As well as Dave Crossan. 4th and just about 2. As the Marauders at their own 49-yard line. And down 22-0. You know that they're going to go for it, and nothing to lose. Inside handoff, Low, forget it. Patrick Murphy did the job as he just stood up the play, and he got help from Jesse Toomey.
Yard marker by number 5,
and Weymouth
75, Joe DeCesar.
Will get the ball at the Dedham 49. And the Wildcat defense allowed a first down on the first possession, and they might get better field position as we might have an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Dedham.
Penalties.
Weymouth has used 1 of their 5 timeouts, and they could balloon this to an even bigger lead as they go into the locker room at halftime. A little bit of frustration for the Marauders. So the Wildcats will get it at Dedham 34 and a chance to just increase the lead. They've had the better of the field position throughout this first half. Ozzie Colarusso on the reverse. Looks for the picket line. Temple trying to lead him. Colarusso cuts it back. And he will get his 6th touchdown of the season.
Number 5,
and a flag down. It
carry.
might be called back, however. Kevin Mackin asked Lee Hutchins about the call. Block in the back in Weymouth. As was downfield as far as the block in the back went. It ends up being a short gain as far as Colarusso's numbers go. 1st and 17 for Weymouth. Dylan Colarusso slipping and sliding through for about 3, maybe 4 yards in the play.
Colarusso the carry, taken down by number 76, David Jenkins.
Now, Weymouth has the timeouts,
2nd and about
the field
15
position. They can just rip off the last seconds of this first half. They have a 22-0 lead. Temple looks, keeps, looking for the Wally block, gets smoked at about the 33-yard line as Temple lost his helmet in the process.
7,
Mikhail Hill just dumped Mitch Temple out of play, and Kevin Mackin is saying, what the heck was that? As he thought that that might have been up in the helmet area. He asked the back judge as well as the side judge on the call. Temple going out of bounds stops the clock. It'll be 3rd and 9 coming up. Temple firing it deep downfield. Colarusso, great catch, touchdown. Ozzy Colarusso adjusted to the throw and makes the catch for the touchdown. And the Wildcats increase the lead to 28-0. Just a great adjustment by Ozzy Colarusso. And Mitch Temple with his 5th touchdown pass of the season. Mitch Barney, 3 for 3 in extra points. It is all Weymouth. 29-0 they lead. So after stopping Dedham on a 4th and short situation, Weymouth ends up with great field position, and we'll have the ball at the Dedham 34 that go for a nice drive that they recover very nicely after Colarusso originally scored. And Shane Lowe gets it back to about the 17, but
Shane Lowe with the return. 1st and 10, Dedham.
Ozzy Colarusso had scored on a reverse. But the Wildcats had the touchdown wiped out on him. An illegal block in the back, ended up having to fight their way back, and they did, and got the touchdown drive. 34 yards, last 33 on the pass by Mitch Temple. To Ozzy Colarusso, who made a great adjustment to the throw, and the Marauders have had a rough 2nd quarter as Cam McLevich and the Wildcats come up with a stop by Brian Coakley.
Brian Coakley with the carry, taken down by a host of Weymouth tacklers.
Dan O'Connor and the Marauders, after getting a 1st down on their first possession, have not had one since. Three receivers near side. O'Connor on the out. complete. McLevich will run Mikhail Hill out of bounds at the 31. First down, Dedham.
Bounds by number 9, Cam McLevich.
And 9 seconds to go in the first half. And the Wildcat defense just naturally is going to give up anything in front of them. Just let the clock run out. As far as the first half goes, O'Connor pressured from Toy. Deep downfield. Colarusso, pickoff, his 7th of the season. Ozzie looking for the far sidelines, will not get it. He was cut down on the play. As the first half will come to an end, Weymouth forces 3 turnovers, has a big second quarter as they score 20 points in the second quarter. At halftime, it is Weymouth 29, Dedham nothing. You're watching Weymouth High football on Weymouth Community Access. Second half about to start here at Westwood High School. It has been all Weymouth in the first half, as they lead Dedham by a score of 29-0. Mark Ducharme with you on Weymouth Community Access. Access, he tried to say. Mitch Barney and the Wildcats. Kickoff, and another squib kick is Hill up the middle. Hill chopped down as 92.
With the carry. Taken down by number 92, Mitch Barney.
Mitch Barney, the kicker, just hustled down and made the play. Barney's been pretty active as the kicker. He's had 3 for 3 as far as point after kicks. On a bad snap, he tried to run it, get tackled, and he's also had 2 tackles as far as the kickoff coverage goes. As Dedham, in the first half, there were 6 possessions for the Marauders. 4 of them started between the 30 and 40 as Dan O'Connor can't get away from Patrick Murphy as he turned the corner and gets about 3 on the play.
Brian Hummel with the carry. Gain of about 3.
Check it. Brian Hummel has taken over for Dan O'Connor at quarterback.
Second down.
Well, the Marauders also have 1 starting lineman, Reggie LaRoche, who has taken the pads off after being banged up. So Brian Hummel taking over for senior Dan O'Connor at quarterback. And Hummel's first pass. And a nice catch. And Hill trying to get free to the near sideline. Colarusso just grabs cloth and throws him out of bounds.
Complete to number 7, Mikhail Hill.
To the 24 of Weymouth, and the biggest play of the game for Dedham.
By number 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
As it will be a 38-yard pass play to Mikhail Hill on the slant pattern. He just spun away and took off. So Brian Hummel and Dedham first time in Weymouth territory. Low. Jay Serafini just grabbed him and brought him down at the line of scrimmage.
Shane Lowe with the carry for no gain. Taken down by 79, Jay Serafini.
Weymouth rotating the defensive linemen as they usually do. But Brian Hummel just put it in the spot. Well, Mikhail Hill was the only person who could catch the football. And boy, Hill took care of the yards after catch, spinning away and nearly going the distance. Lowe trying to turn the corner. McLevich slowed him down, and Ozzie Colarusso bumps him out.
By 5, Ozzie Colarusso.
That'll be no gain. 3rd and 10 coming up. And if you just joined us, 29-0 Weymouth. A 20-point second quarter. And Colarusso had touchdown runs of 16 and 51. Ozzie Colarusso caught a 33-yard touchdown pass in the second quarter after Weymouth got a safety and a Corey Bailey Smith pass interception return for a touchdown in the first quarter. Hummel throws and incomplete. Had Ryan open, but the pass was away from Mike Ryan, and it'll be 4th and 10. Well, the Marauders begin the second half with the big pass play, but they have been stopped after that, and it'll be 4th and 10. Hummel and Dedham will take a timeout. Weymouth 29, Dedham nothing. We're in the third quarter here from Westwood High School. 4th and 10. And Brian Hummel hit his first pass, but didn't hit his second one as he throws. Hill doesn't hang on. Even if he did, it wouldn't have been a first down. And Weymouth stops the Dedham drive on downs at their own 24, and they will get the ball back for the first time in the second half. As Dylan Colarusso had the big first half with yards, but also the Wildcats did turn the ball over twice. Six-man Dedham front as Colarusso with the seam. Bangs into one Marauder player as Della Iacono, along with Brian Hummel, make the stop. Now, as this game is worn on, Weymouth has been able to wear down Dedham. And timeout. Full timeout, Dedham. A very beautiful facility here at Westwood High School. One thing about the Bay State Conference, even when teams have an alternative field that they have to go to, there have been some great fields over the years for Weymouth to go to. Dylan Colarusso stood up, second effort, just keeps pushing his way and gets the first down as Dylan Colarusso.
Colarusso with the first down run, taken down by 91.
Peter Melville had a hold of Dylan and just couldn't slow him down. And Colarusso and the Wildcats get the first down. Temple. Slant, Bailey Smith, see you later. Carrie Bailey Smith's third touchdown reception of the season.
That pass is complete to number 1, and Carrie Bailey Smith for the Weymouth touchdown.
That's Bailey Smith on a 62-yard pass play, and the Wildcats take 4 minutes in the third quarter to extend the lead to 35-0. Mitch Barney buries the extra point. 8 minutes to go in the third period. Weymouth 36, Dedham nothing. Now the Marauders began this game with an onside kick to try to catch Weymouth. They forced 2 turnovers in the first period. The Wildcats have recovered and have just taken this one in complete command, and Shane Lowe just stiff arms a Weymouth player as he's run out of bounds.
Shane Lowe with the return, pushed out of bounds by number 35.
Dave Crossan runs him out of bounds at the market at the 41-yard line. Mitch Temple to Carrie Bailey Smith, a 62-yard pass and run for the touchdown. His second touchdown of the day for the junior wideout and defensive back. 76-yard drive in all. And the Wildcats with a 36-0 lead. Low. Patrick Murphy meets him at the point of attack and just brings him down, along with Andy Rice. Lowe will end up losing a yard, 2nd down and 11. Oh, head coach Keith Camo brought in Brian Hummel. In fact, moved him from wide receiver for his senior captain, Dan O'Connor. Hummel had the pass to Mikhail Hill for a 1st down, and Hummel avoids the pressure and just throws it in the middle of about 4 Weymouth players. There's Brendan Gasler, the intended receiver. Wildcats will start putting in some of the substitutes very soon, with a 36-0 lead. Hummel on the out, caught by Ryan, 1st down, run out of bounds by Ryan Hennessy.
Pass is complete to number 18, Mike Ryan, for Dedham,
at
1st down.
Weymouth 46, and the 1st down. So Brian Hummel with 2 completions here, taking over for Dan O'Connor here in the 2nd half. And the Marauders at the Weymouth 45. 2nd time in Weymouth territory is Hummel to throw. Tipped up in the air, and who's got it? Incomplete pass.
Almost passes.
Dave Crossan almost ended up with it off the deflection. And it'll be 2nd and 10. I don't know, it was Ralph Toy from his right defensive end position came in and might have gotten a piece of it off the deflection. Cheering in the background was for one of the Dedham cheerleaders executing a move. Hummel under pressure, deep downfield. Colarusso has become a habit each week. Ozzie Colarusso's 8th interception of the season.
Almost pass is intercepted by number 5, Ozzie Colarusso. Tackled by number...
Flag down on the play and holding. Weymouth will wipe it out. But was it on the return or was it prior? Apparently it was on the return, so the Wildcats get the football. So Kareem Bailey-Smith with 2 pass interceptions. Ozzie Colarusso, 2 pass interceptions. And Weymouth forcing the turnover and timeout, and I think it is to bring in new personnel.
Timeout Weymouth.
Kareem Bailey-Smith, 2 touchdowns. Dylan Colarusso, 2 touchdowns in this 36-0 Weymouth lead. Now, the timeout apparently was Kevin Mackin was out talking to referee Lee Hutchins about possibly some situations as far as maybe somebody timeout Weymouth, but I think the timeout was to discuss keep everybody under control.
Timeout Weymouth.
Weymouth 36, Dedham nothing. And Weymouth with the football. Dylan Colarusso spins free. Dylan Colarusso nearly took off, flag down.
Colarusso with a carry, taken down by number 11,
Camandela Iacono on the tackle, but a flag down holding Weymouth.
It's holding on Weymouth.
So it was ruled that it was downfield on the spot foul. It'll be 1st and 16 for the Wildcats. As they come out with the offensive line, Anthony Garrosino, the center of the guards, Patrick Murphy, Joe DeCesare, tackles Jay Serafini and Aaron Foley. Jesse Toomey alternating at tight end. Colarusso spins free, Colarusso loose, Colarusso trying to avoid one player, gets tripped up by Brian Coakley.
Colarusso with the big gain.
At the 48, first down for the Wildcats on the 32-yard run by Dylan Colarusso. Colarusso, if he avoided Coakley, would have had an 84-yard touchdown run. .520 and counting in the third period, all Weymouth. And timeout, Dedham.
Timeout, Dedham.
This game has come to a grinding halt, and it's all Weymouth. On 22nd timeout, turned into about the same as a full timeout. Dedham calling it. The only difference was only one person is allowed to go to the sidelines on a 22nd timeout. It's almost like a genuine TV timeout as Dylan Colarusso stood up as he got to midfield after about a 3-yard gain.
Taken down by number 81, Tim McGaffigan.
Melville McGaffigan in on the tackle. Well, the Wildcat offensive line has been productive as far as the season has gone and made it a pleasant experience for the backs for Weymouth in running the football. Toss pitch, Colarusso trying to turn the far corner. Dylan stays in bounds, runs over Shane Lowe. Dylan Colarusso down the sidelines and goes out of bounds as he just ran through Shane Lowe and gets the first down to the 23.
First down, Weymouth.
As Colarusso, 28 yards on the carry. Shane Lowe is a good-sized individual, and Dylan Colarusso just ran through him. And Dylan will come out for Dolan Jacobs as the senior running back for the Wildcats. Dolan Jacobs, who's averaging just over 4 yards a carry. And backup duty. Barris stumbles across the 20 and gets it down to about the 19.
Rob Barris with a carry for about 5 yards.
I was asking Rob Barris at halftime who got the punt block, either him or Ralph Toy, and he said, he goes, I couldn't tell. I don't know if who got it. As we head to the 3-minute mark in this third period, Weymouth again marching with a football. Dolan Jacobs slides his way across the 15, maybe got it to the 14.
Dolan Jacobs with the carry. Taken down by number 70, Michael Rita.
Michael Rita stopped him, but it'd be third and about a yard for the Wildcats. Well, Weymouth had a sluggish first quarter, but they have responded since and haven't been slowed down since that opening quarter. Inside handoff, first down run. As it will be Rob Barris.
Jacobs carries for the first down, tackled by number 81, Tim McGaffigan.
Getting the first down to about the 11. And Rob Barris, his day is done. John Hatchie will come in to play fullback. Dolan Jacobs bangs his way inside the 10 down to about the 6.
Jacobs down to about the 6-yard line. Tackled by Shane Lowe.
Shane Lowe had
Second
help in bringing down Dolan Jacobs, along with Pat Maloney. As the Wildcat reserve backfield just plugging along as far as the yardage went. On this particular possession, Barris playing tailback. Barris bowls his way. Is it a touchdown, or are they going to put him down at about the 1?
Rob Barris down to the 1-yard line.
Barris at about the 1-foot line.
First and goal.
And the Weymouth will have 4 cracks at the Dedham end zone in the final seconds of this third period. As Barris behind Hatchie. Barris, his first varsity rushing touchdown. He has a touchdown this year off a block punt. But the Wildcat fullback and linebacker who does so much for this team gets the touchdown. And Mitch Barney will try to add the extra point. Mitch Barney having a great day kicking the football.
Scores 43-0.
Weymouth will improve to 5-0. They just have to whittle away the final 12-plus minutes as they own this one. Officially, the drive for Weymouth High will be 74 yards, and they get pushed back on a holding penalty. Ended up going 84. And Mitch Barney having a good day squibbing the football. Mikhail Hill, met by John Hatchie and Steve Bransfield at about the 30.
Mikhail Hill with a return, taken down by 45.
And Jesse Toomey also on kickoff coverage. And probably one more play left in the third quarter, and the Wildcats will get some fresh bodies into the game. Now for the Wildcats, their next game, football-wise, is against Newton North. And they'll get to play at the new Tiger Stadium on the campus of Newton North, the redone setup at Newton North. Shane Lowe gets 6, maybe 7 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. As the third quarter comes to an end with a Ryan Hennessy tackle of Shane Lowe.
77, Ben Goodwin.
After 3, our score, it is all Weymouth. The Wildcats, 43, Dedham, nothing. All Weymouth as far as this one goes. As we get ready for the fourth quarter here from Westwood High School. Weymouth defeating Dedham handily. A lot of good things for the Wildcats to look at as far as this one goes. The defensive side, Dedham has 4 first downs for the first 3 quarters. Weymouth has forced 4 turnovers, all interceptions. Shane Lowe nearly breaking it. Patrick Murphy just getting a piece of him, and the first down.
By number 52, Patrick Murphy.
Shane Lowe's had a busy day running the football. John Hatchie takes over at linebacker, inside linebacker with Patrick Murphy still out there. Andy Rice at a defensive end. Ryan Pickering at a tackle. Trying to give the players who are out there as they make their presence known. Hummel, keeper. Holding on Dedham. Hummel hit the corner. Brian Coakley.
Brian Hummel with the keep.
Just held on to a Weymouth player as Hummel hit the corner. Found a lot of penalties in this game. As referee Lee Hutchins' crew has been quite busy. Now the Wildcats will be 5-0 and get ready for Newton North. Hummel avoids the pressure from Andy Rice, and he cannot avoid the persistent Weymouth defense. Steve Bransfield
taken down by 35,
and David Crossan on the tackle. You gotta like the fact that
second and long.
On the play, there's a number of Weymouth defenders just kept coming to the ball, swarming to the ball. Hill, or check it, Coakley, off the play action. Fake, intercepted, yes. John Hatchie off the deflection by Ryan Hennessy. And the 5th pass interception for the Wildcats in this game.
Almost pass is intercepted by number 45, John Hatchie.
As John Hatchie gets his first pass interception of the season.
1st and 10, Weymouth.
And for the Wildcats, as a team, 14 pass interceptions in the first 5 weeks. Well, at times this hasn't been pretty, but the Wildcats still have just gotten stronger and stronger and took care of business. And Cam McClevich will run the attack. As McClevich hurt his ankle earlier in the season, missed a couple of games, but has come back, getting some opportunity to run the team. Dolan Jacobs gets crunched.
Dolan Jacobs.
Kyle Downing made sure.
Brian Hummel.
Dolan Jacobs was not going anywhere. 2nd and 12 coming up. McClevich, the junior quarterback. Well, one thing for the Wildcats in the first 5 weeks of the season, they have had opportunity to give a lot of people some work. Dolan Jacobs just puts the head down, and Dolan pushes his way to about the 40, and it'll be 3rd and about 10.
Dolan carry. Tackled by number 71, Andrew Martinetti.
There's Andrew Martinetti. We'll get credit for the tackle as we head on the 9 minutes to go. This one completely well in hand for Weymouth, as they will be 5-0 after this one. 43-0 Weymouth. McClevich on the boot and the incompletion. As McClevich tried to get it to Steve Hall.
Bringing up 4th down for Weymouth.
Now the reserves were in there and just trying to run play to get McClevich some timing down in a game. And Mitch Temple will punt for the Wildcats. No, check it. Well, they will not have Mitch Temple punt. They will have Rob Barris punt. Temple punted against Needham when Barris needed a break, and Rob Barris will be punting for the Wildcats. Good high kick. And there was no signal for a fair catch. Dedham fans thought that Brian Coakley got run over. Brian Coakley never signaled for the fair catch. Weymouth, 9-0 lead after one on a block punt for a safety and a Corey Bailey-Smith pass interception for a touchdown. Dylan Colarusso, 2 touchdown runs in the second period, and Ozzie Colarusso touchdown pass reception. Here in the second half, Corey Bailey-Smith with a pass reception for a touchdown. And
number 4,
a run by Rob Barris.
For about 4 yards, 5 yards.
As the Marauders
down Dedham.
changing up personnel. Sean Pinkham with his first rush the game as we go into 8 minutes left. Hummel, quick slant, comes up short.
Almost passed. Intended for number 45, Brendan Gassler.
Brendan Gassler, the intended receiver.
Third down.
Steve Hall in the coverage, and it'll be third down. Said earlier that, one fun thing about the Bay State Conference, we've had some alternative sites. When Newton North was having the school renovated, the Wildcats get to play at Boston College. This year they had fun going to Framingham State for a win. Shane Lowe trying to get to the outside and make it a foot race. And Lowe, his best run of the day.
Shane Lowe with a nice
John
game.
Hatchie brought him down.
Tackle by number 45, John Hatchie.
And our first down run to the 40-yard line. And that one interesting trip in the beginning of the season as far as to different fields with Norwood renovating their school. The Wildcats had to play at the Coakley Middle School, which is not too far from here. Both Norwood and Dedham. And timeout, Dedham. Marauders taking the timeout. They're trying to get things organized for their next game against Milton, get some things straightened out. Hummel airing it deep. Hall in the coverage and mistimed his jump. And Shane Lowe almost running through the play.
Second down and 10.
Would have caught it, but he wouldn't have gone the distance because Lowe had to go diving for the football. And it all ends up as a long incompletion. Second down coming up. Dedham began the season with a come-from-behind win at Braintree. And had Natick on the ropes. They led Natick 14-0 and had a touchdown call back. Gassler on the reverse. And he is going to be brought down after a very short gain.
Brendan Gassler.
Flag down on the play.
36, Steve Bransfield.
Steve Bransfield, along with Ryan Hennessy on the
Flag and
tackle,
play.
but a late flag came flying in from the back judge. Got a lot of flags in this one. So trying to find out from what the official call is. Weymouth personal foul. I'll be honest, I didn't even see what happened. It looked like a Brendan Gassler reverse routine play, and Dedham goes from a no gain to getting 15 yards and then gives 5 of those yards back on the procedure call.
Procedures.
Matt McIsaac just was going to come out and pull to the far side on the play, and instead beat the snap count a little too quickly. As the clock starts again, and we go towards the 6-minute mark in this game. First and 15 for the Marauders. Inside handoff. And a short gain for Shane Lowe.
Carry for a couple yards.
Steve Bransfield.
By 36, Steve Bransfield.
As Bransfield had help from Jared Stokes, sophomore defensive tackle. Great thing about this possession is the fact that the Marauders is killing off time. This one is well in hand. Hummel on the swing, and Andy Rice nearly gets Shane Lowe. Lowe gets the corner. Lowe run out of bounds. Alex Casey ran him out.
Pass complete to Shane Lowe for a gain of about 8 yards. Third down.
As there will be third and about 6 at the 37-yard line.
Correction, 3rd and 7.
As they'll say, Casey ran him out at the 37. Look at the corner. Andy Rice had a chance, and Andy just couldn't corral Shane Lowe. Hummel and the Marauders will keep it on the ground. Hummel trying to turn the corner, and he will be stopped by 24 Davidson Fong. As
Hummel with the carry brings up 4th
Davidson Fong stopped him short of a first down. He'll mark it at the 33. He's going to get it to the 31. Davidson Fong began the Milton game recovering a fumble kickoff in the Milton end zone for his first varsity touchdown. That's one thing for the Wildcats special teams this year. Punt return for a touchdown. 3 block punts. Normally they've had a kickoff return or 2 for touchdowns. That's something they haven't done yet. Low on the scissors. Stood up Andy Rice. Weymouth will get the ball back. Shane Lowe, out of frustration, just slams the ball to the turf. And the Wildcats will get it. The ball at their 35-yard line. Flag down. Dedham's going to be called for a personal foul, penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Marauders. Shane Lowe was just frustrated. Weymouth huddled back at their 30 and had to come running up. The ball got pushed up on the personal foul call. Dolan Jacobs grabbed and brought down by the second Dedham tackler, Mike Ryan.
Dolan Jacobs with the carry. Taken down by
Kyle
John Solomon.
McPherson had a chance to bring down Dolan Jacobs. Dolan spun away, and Ryan, who began this game with an onside kick attempt that Weymouth recovered. And the Wildcats are going to take their time, and Lee Hutchins is going to talk to Keith Camo, Dedham staff, about everything. As Dedham, too many men on the field, and Dolan Jacobs.
Dolan with a short gain.
Jacobs to the
Chris McPherson.
46, and McPherson makes the stop as a gain of 3.
Down.
And Cam McLevich will be handing off. He does to the tailback. It'll be Ron Homer, as he will come in. Homer's had a couple of rushes this year. Back 4 carries, 17 yards. Junior tailback gets bottled up as he ran up the back of John Hatchie, and McPherson and company will get
Ronald Homer, tackle for no gain.
the tackle, and we head to
Chris
the
McPherson,
2:30 mark.
4th and 8.
And try to get the final numbers put together as far as this afternoon of football goes. And Barris, or check it, Mitch Temple to punt. Barris punted the first time. Temple will punt this time. Temple just takes the one step and hits it. What he wanted to do, spun it away from anybody to return it, out at the 22. Dylan Colarusso and Kareem Bailey-Smith, 2 touchdowns apiece, all Weymouth. Hummel still running the Dedham attack here in the second half, and a good hit up the middle by Steve Bransfield, stopping Chris McPherson for about a 2-yard gain.
2nd and 8, Dedham.
There's the Marauders getting in some new personnel. And minute and 25 and counting left. And McPherson next to Hummel on 2nd and 8. Ryan Hennessy came in from the corner and stopped the play after
McPherson
no gain.
For no gain. Tackled by number 92, Mitch Barney. 3rd down.
Check out Mitch Barney on the tackle. 3rd down as we go under a minute, and this one will come to an end. Weymouth in complete control. Dedham take its time coming back to the line. 9-0 after 1. 29-0 at the halftime break. 43-0 after 3. And that's where we stand. Brian Hummel over the middle and nearly a pick for the Wildcats, who have 5 in this game.
Broken up by number 22, Justin Williams. 4th down.
Sam Mazzetti knocked it down. Mazzetti nearly ended up with the interception. As he and Justin Williams were in the coverage, as it'll be 4th down and 8. And the final question in this one, will the Wildcats get the shutout? And they will. Brendan Gassler had it and had a chance to go for line yardage. So he cut in front of Steve Hall on the slant pattern, and 21 seconds left, and it'll probably be a knee touch or just a straight handoff into the line to end this one. Cam McLevich and the Wildcats. With a 43-0 lead. And there's your ball game.
McLevich with the nail.
2 touchdowns, Dylan Colarusso. 2 touchdowns for Kareem Bailey Smith. The Wildcats are now 5-0 in the season. Final score, Weymouth 43, Dedham nothing. For everybody at Weymouth Community Access, glad you joined us. All Weymouth in this one. The Wildcats 43, Dedham nothing. Good night from Dedham High School. You've been watching Weymouth High Football and Weymouth Community Access.